the matchup, what the matchups look like inside the Heathmont forward 50.
I got a feeling that my mail tells me that Matty Bain's just not 100% for mine. That's why I think he's playing full forward.
Knowles to Matthew Mariani in the centre of the ground. As we get underway in the first term of the Division 3 qualifying final, the first final of season 2016. And it'll be umpire Sam Ferguson to throw the ball off for the first time this afternoon. Nana couldn't quite get the tap down, and Templstowe attempt to get the first use out of the middle, this time through Harris. And we'll have a secondary ball up. Expected to be pretty heavily congested in the centre of the ground. Tough match-hardened midfields as Harris gets the ball down. Trying to bustle through a pack there was Knowles, but Templstowe will go forward. A good kick. Found Malitzis, who goes inside forward 50, looking for Talevski. Great work from Sheriff. Went back with the fly to the ball. Gave a chance here for Pettigrew to clear out the outer side, the commentary side, and found Brent English. He's 25 metres out from his defensive goal. And kicks short. Finds the ruckman in Chris Nana, who just bodied his opponent out enough to give a bit of space here for Stevens to run into, who's wrapped up nicely there by Caden Williams and seen over the boundary line and out of bounds. Williams, another player who's come back into this side this week after being rested last week.
So the umpire brings the ball back into play now, right in front of us here in the broadcast position, picked up there by Rourke. Got the little handball act to English. He could have been dispossessed or given the free kick away. Prestige Como on the bottom there also with Nana.
Dyson, on pre-match we spoke about that matchup on Kevin Clark. Well, Daniel Jackson's gone to him.
By Jordan Buckingham. Throws the ball off now. Knocked down, went straight into the arms there of Young. Little look away handball. Wasn't that crash hot, but it comes out okay. Pettigrew on the right boot, drives it up towards the wing position. It was a 3-on-1 situation. Will the ball still stay alive for Templstowe? It does. They're holding it. Eventually trickles over right between both interchange benches, and Lockie Munro, thanks to chiropractic betting, riding the boundary line all afternoon today. We'll look forward to crossing down to him throughout the afternoon as umpire brings the ball back in. Harris, nice little knockdown that time, straight into the arms there of Wilson, dispossessed of the football. Knudsen, he was going to take after it, but umpire said bring it back and have your free kick, son. So on the right boot, goes short. That's okay. Rourke dropped what he probably should have taken, wearing the long sleeves today. Got a little toe poke out. That was okay. Knowles' little handball to Knudsen on hands and knees. Prestige Como over the back. Made the spoil. The kick for Templstowe up towards the half-forward line. Bain comes out. He was in front. Umpire call play on. Great tackle there by Pettigrew. Spills out wide. They've still got the numbers. Here's Lee Murphy for Templstowe. Just gets boot to ball to Talevski. Takes it on the second bite, the big man. And he'll have a shot for the goal from about 40 metres out, almost directly in front.
Not a perfect pass there, but I tell you what, the big hands of the kid, Carrere Talevski, takes a big, strong grab. Real confidence boosting one if he can kick the goal here, Ray.
Yeah, no, it certainly was a good play. Very strong play then by Templstowe.
So Talevski, they're kicking against the breeze, the Dockers. He comes in from 40. Should be bread and butter for the big man. He floats it into the pine. One behind is the result, hitting the post. Bendigo Bank scoreboard 3 minutes into the first term of this qualifying Division 3 final, and Templstowe have the lead by 1 point. It was a good kick by Murphy. He was under a lot of pressure and just kicked it into space in that instance.
Big roost out to the outer side of Eastfield Reserve. Bounces in the hands there of Sindri and goes back and finds Rourke, who just has a bit of time to steady and go forward. O'Driscoll all by himself, but it bounced off his chest and now it opens this space up. Although Kevin Clark did well to just outmuscle his opponent inside forward 50. There'll be a free kick paid. It'll go against Clark. Looks like Wilson. Short chip kick over the top. Mariani went through his hands, and in the end, Caden Williams, who was in front position. Inside forward 50, bouncing ball. Sits up nicely for Athanasi, who couldn't quite make the most of it. And it's held up once again. Pettigrew takes the mark in defence. Robson Long, about 40 metres out from his defensive goal. Short chip kick over the top was good, and it found Young. Plenty of players on this commentary side wing, and that's where he decides to go. O'Driscoll just right at his feet, couldn't quite make the most of it. Smart kick, and found touch about 20 metres further afield, right in front of the Templstowe coach's box.
The hardest position to play on this ground is the half-forward line, because sometimes you can get caught in no man's land going too far forward into the centre and not having enough time to get back into your forward position.
That was Ryan Bain as in the
trying to get
coach's box, trying to get a disposal. Of course, been out all year, unfortunate to suffer a season-ending injury in their first practice match, as Di Stefano has it at half-back for Templstowe. Short chip kick. And the ball one in Prestigiacomo. He quickly moves it on. Handballs over through the middle of the ground. Nice work from Feodonis to go inside forward 50, 2-on-1. Talevski did very well. Couldn't quite bring it to ground. Now a chance for Young to try and break the tackle. Good work there from Rourke as well. In the end, it eventually bustles out to Ryan Young, but he's turned it straight over and it goes right into the hands of Paul Fiorenza.
And Fiorenza kicks it up towards the half-forward line. It's going to sit up here for Mariani of the Matt variety. Got through a tackle, then kicked it to the top of the square. It's floated over the back. He was looking for a Vanderwill. He's got 2 plays to beat here. Sverns, though, for the Jets, is there to mop up, and he's going to get on that trusty left foot kick and kick it out towards the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. He was looking for his teammate there in David Sindri. It wasn't too crash hot, and over she goes for a boundary throw in. Almost true centre wing position out here at East Beld Reserve. 5.5 minutes gone in the first term. Templstowe have the only score on the board. That is a poster from Talevski. So we'll have a boundary throw in. So it'll be Harris going up against Naina. Ball's knocked to the ground. Trying to run onto it there is Knudsen. Goes after it again. He did quite well then. Got the handball away, but it was scooped upon there by Brown for the Dockers. Little short passes on. He was straight down the throat there of Feodonis, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. So Wynn just carrying that one a little bit, and it'll be Heathmont to bring the ball back into play. Short passes on. Just hugging that boundary side. Sindri was in there trying to trap it, and over she goes and out. Plenty of great games as you go local for your footy this afternoon. Big final out at Mitcham at Walker Park between Forest Hill and Ferntree Gully. Keep the scores coming in. Of course, Divisions 1 and 2, the final round of the season before we hit this final series next week. Oh, it brings it back in. Strong tackle there by Alistair Knudsen.
I think one of the things this afternoon is whoever side can take control of tackling in their forward 50 wins the game here.
Give that one to Harris, Soupy, but Naina was the person to get down and get it up as well. Tried to get it out. Rourke was dispossessed to the football. Trying to break a tackle there was Athanasiou, and he was pinged as well. So well done there by Heathmont. They've won the free kick, centre wing position with a chance to go forward.
It'll be Brent English to take the free kick.
What a season he's had.
Still too far out to score. He's almost on centre wing, so probably too far out to score. Inside forward 50, O'Driscoll had to go from the back, but a nice punch came from the ruckman there from Harris. And it goes over the boundary line right in front of the Bendigo Bank sign. Of course, naming rights partner of the Eastern Football League in season 2016. Ball to be thrown back in, 40 metres out from the Heathmont goal. They still trail this contest by 1 solitary point, but the ball bounces forward. A chance here now, although it's nicely scooped up by De Stefano, who kicks wide to the outer side. It's a 2-on-1. Good work at the front of the pack there from Ryan Young. Couldn't quite take the mark. Mariani trying to bustle through a pack, but he was well held, and David Knowles wraps him up. About 60 metres round from the Heathmont goal. Played almost 8 minutes in this first term. Anthony Mariani trying to get in as well. Knowles wraps him up again. Ball just spills out the back. Naina put his body on the line. Looks like he's going to do a lot of the work this afternoon, Chris Naina.
Well done.
And Prestigiacomo just happy to sit on that one.
Brash, at this stage of the game, you would say that Templstowe have had the better of Heathmont because they've been 8 or 9 minutes and they haven't scored a goal, Heathmont.
No, you're right.
Naina once again at the bottom of the pack. Prestigiacomo tried to get it away. Williams bustled through a pack and now handballs out the back, finds De Stefano. Just a little up and over, and now gets it back, and now a chance to go forward with a fair bit of run here from the Dockers. Intercepted handball. Good work there from Rourke. Couldn't quite get it over the top Lodge. And now they win the ball back through Mariani, who tries to go inside forward 50. Talevski the target. He's got to beat 3. Sverns was at the back and did very, very well to create the contest. Colombo, a chance now to run away. Bounced up beautifully. It wasn't pretty, but he's managed to find it at centre wing. And Robbie Savoury marks. Now a chance for Heathmont to go inside forward 50.
Long loping left foot kick. It was a beauty too. O'Driscoll used the body and judged the flight of the football perfectly. And he'll go back for Heathmont and have their first genuine shot on goal from about 45 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Great play by Chris Colombo here, right in front of our broadcast position here. The further he rung, the further he got in front of big Talevski.
And he kicked the ball long, Ray. That's the main thing on this ground. You must kick the ball long to position when you're going.
O'Driscoll comes in. It was hard to judge the wind. He'll use that as a practice swing. And it goes through for 1 behind. So scores a level out here at Eastfield Reserve. 9.5 minutes gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Qualifying final day in Division 3.
It's almost a dead straight kick from that angle with the way the breeze is going sort of diagonally across the ground.
You heard it from our forward expert, Dyson Baker, as it comes out towards the wing position. Long kick, but Ferrier was there to take the mark uncontested in the end. He'll have a chance there. 2 kicks from home, the Jets. He's going to thump it inside forward 50. Big fly over the back there by DeCarla to knock it away. We heard a whistle. It's going to go against O'Driscoll.
Kick.
So Di Stefano got fouled upon. He's got interesting feathers hanging across his forehead then as he goes for the short pass.
Trying to salvage him, much like yourself.
You're not wrong. Comes out Knudsen of the Jono variety, kicks it straight into the man of the mark. That was good play there by Brown. Knudsen goes after it again. Wilson's right on his hammer. It was a strong tackle. Umpire has paid, the non-officiating umpire has paid a high tackle. So Knudsen kicks it once again straight into the man of the mark. Mariani goes after it. Sorry, Anthony of that time, and he could have almost won himself a free kick diving on the football. But fantastic bit of pressure from the half back line of Templstowe.
Cardinals then kicking into the man on the mark once, but doing it twice, unforgivable.
Naina goes up, got a little backhander on it that time. He'll eventually pick the football up, got the handball away, looking for Knudsen. He couldn't pick it up. A lot of players around this football. Trying to break the tackle there was Ryan Young for Heathmont. Couldn't do so. 60 metres out from the Jets goal line. It's all square, 1 behind a piece. Over the back, Naina over the top of Harris got the knockdown. Matt Mariani copped one in the back. He went after the football hard and was rewarded. So might give it off to his brother here, or he might actually switch the play. It's risky business, but De Stefano's out there. He's had a bit of the football early, almost copped one high then. Got a little look-away handball that was chopped off. Heathmont will snap around the body. I think that was Colombo that time, and he pushed it right, and over the boundary line it goes.
Di Stefano is the man that they look for to get that run off the half-back line.
Yeah, he's having a good game so far. He's creating opportunities up forward.
So boundary throw in, right forward pocket for Heathmont. Certainly the ball's probably been in their favour for the last four or so minutes, Brash, as the umpire brings it in. Little knockdown there by Sperns, came out, handball away. Now here's a chance for Jackson for Templstowe, linked up well. Here's Anthony Mariani on the right boot, wants to drive it out of that danger zone. It was a beautiful kick too. Talevski's come a long way out for a goal. Going after it hard was Robson Long for Heathmont, and he sees it over the boundary line and out. So some quick football there from Templstowe to get it out. Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap.
Inside 50 started off 5-0 in favour of Templstowe, but now it's 6-5 in their favour. Clearances 6 apiece.
Best stats man in the business, Grant Soupy Campbell. Pyer throws it in. Naina once again over the back. He's just got that little bit of extra height. Fordona's got the handball away in the middle of the ground. Templestowe want to link up here. It might work out for Wilson. Just paddled it forward, but it was stolen there by Davis for Heathmont. Look away handball in the middle of the ground. It was risky business. Young got the handball away. He got it onto Cornwell. Got it onto English. He could nearly set sail for here, English. He has the purchase, but doesn't have the accuracy, and he pushed it to the left-hand side. So Heathmont have the lead at the 13-minute mark of this first term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They are 2 behinds, Templstowe 1.
It's exactly the way you're going to play Eastbourne, down through the middle when you're kicking the ball with the wind.
So Jackson to bring the ball back in for Tempe. Stefano takes it. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern is the place to be all afternoon. Streaming live, efl.org.au. Big shout out to Artie Hall watching from Shepparton this afternoon.
Go Artie.
Kick goes out. Oh, Mariani was the target, but over the back, Jono Knudsen, and he hasn't been paid the mark either. I thought he had probably more of that in that instant. I'd say he's a little bit stiff there. Fordonis for Templstowe takes the mark. He was looking for Melitsis. The Pontiff dropped what he probably should have taken. In the end, it came out for Robson Long. Snap around the body about 50 metres out from Heathmont's goals, but the Dockers have the numbers. Vanderweel goes back. Now they'll just try and square things up. A neat little kick to Murphy. Got the handball away. De Stefano, look away handball. They're linking up okay here. Here's Mariani. Anthony on the right boot. Just look away kick in the end. Well, from what was good play getting out of the half-back line, they mucked it up going forward, and Jake Sheriff takes it across centre half-back on the right boot. Kicks it up towards Jono Knudsen. Geez, he's had a fair bit of the football early in this first term, but DeCarla was there for Templstowe just to trickle it over the boundary line and out of bounds.
The defences are well on top in this contest so far. Both sides are really struggling to find good avenues to goal.
Templestowe's playing the right sort of football, kicking against the wind, and they're prepared to run the ball out and keep it low.
So Harris that time got the knockdown. Mariani, he was in there, laid a good tackle also. So still about 65 metres out from the Heathmont goals as Cornwell for the Jets hands it back to umpire Jordan Buckingham, who wastes no time, throws it up. Harris got the easy knockdown. It came down to Rourke for Heathmont. Little handball went into no man's land. Little kick off the ground. Jono Knudsen could have got a free kick there, but Templstowe are away. Malitzis is screaming for it, but it was looked away. Lodge got the handball into the middle of the ground. Here they go, the Dockers. The kick goes towards the Bain direction. It was nicely knocked away that time there by Sheriff, but Bain has a couple of metres on him. Charging after him was Ferrier. He went straight at the man, and he was giving away a free kick as well. So Matty Bain, the skipper of Templstowe, will go back and have a shot on goal. He's right up against the boundary. He's about 40 metres out.
Very undisciplined by Heathmont then. They had 2-on-1. They only had to just keep their feet and they would have run the ball out.
It's certainly a difficult shot here. Matthew Bain. Currently Heathmont lead this by 1 point. We haven't seen a goal yet, 16 minutes into the first term. Can the captain do it? He just squared it up nicely to Murphy. It's almost like they decided that was going to happen only moments before. So Lee Murphy will go back and have a shot on goal. He's only about 40 metres out and basically directly in front. He's wasting no time either, Murph. Comes in wearing the yellow boots this afternoon. Early injured, short kick in the end. He didn't get enough purchase on it. Maybe rushed it a little bit too soon and rushed through for one behind. So scores a level once again out here at East Burwood Reserve in the qualifying final, Division 3. 2 behinds apiece, Templstowe and Heathmont.
We expected a close contest, and that's what we've got at the moment.
Welcome back.
16 minutes gone, just trying to get the live stream up. Dylan Robson long, goes long. Kicks it about somewhat of 55, 60 metres, and now they can clear out the outer side. Good handball there from Young, went off to Ferrier, and now they moved it to centre wing on the outer side. Turned it over, plenty of numbers here, favour Templstowe, and there'll be a free kick going the way of the Dockers for 2 high. It'll be Dave DeStefano.
He's had a terrific opening quarter down there.
Absolutely.
Certainly has. Quickly plays on, gets around Colombo and goes inside forward 50.
Always the way, Ray.
Kick was cut off, and Robson Long goes to Pettigrew, who goes wide. Finds Ferns a long way from home. He's 60 out from his defensive goal. Now loads up towards the forward 50. Kevin Clark's the target. He's 2 back, and that's not going to help. He was probably half the size of every other player around him, and the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Brash, Rob Sabry, I don't
Bit
think
harsh on the new dad, isn't it?
I don't think he can afford to come too far up the ground. He's got to stick around that centre corridor area.
Yeah, like I said, the half forward line, it's a hard position to play on this ground.
So ball to be thrown back in. Sabry doing the ruck work for Heathmont. Ball spills out the back, and now a chance for Templstowe to clear away. Ball in the hands now of Prestigiacomo, who goes forward. It's a 2-on-3. Good work from Ferns, found front position on Talevski, but then got out-muscled at the fall of the ball. Ferrier got rolled around twice and managed to get the handball out in the direction of Pettigrew, who just did enough to give English a chance at it, and it handballed beautifully because he's handballed straight into the foot of Prestigiacomo.
Paid the free kick.
No? I would have said it was... I thought the handball went into the foot of Prestigiacomo.
It did,
yeah.
It did.
So the free kick will go the way of Brett English. Unfortunate against Templstowe there, but alas, Heathmont have the ball at half-back.
Good umpiring there.
Just keep your eye on Brett English. I just thought that when he was running for that ball, he was just hobbling a little bit.
I think he just wanted to get back on the favourable left boot as he goes backwards there to Sheriff, who thumps the ball every bit of 40 metres up the wing position. A one-on-one contest with Dave Sindri. Sees it bounce off his chest and over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Handy for whichever side can break this deadlock early.
Comes out now, here's English. Little handball over the top, looking for Sindri once again. Bedona sees him over the boundary line, and once again we'll see a throw in.
It's just a really tough defensive game here at the moment.
Typical finals game.
a little bit of play off the ground, off the play here. Lee Murphy got dumped off the football by Brent English. Umpire saw it. Crowd made sure he saw it.
Isn't it amazing? The retaliator always gets penalised. Murphy gave him one first.
They never learn, do they?
No.
So Murphy went for the 1-2 there on the right boot. Kicks it inside forward, 50 once again.
Great grab.
Heathmont are just playing in front across that half-back line, and it's working out for them, especially against the breeze. Davis got the little handball away. Kick up towards the half-forward line now. Fiorenza was in there. Nicely stolen there by Cornwell. Handball over the top, but the Dockers have the numbers. Handball couldn't hit the target. Going after it again there was Cornwell. Eventually Prestigia Como picks it up, but Cornwell got disposed of incorrectly off the back of play. So the Silver Fox with the ink kicks the ball inside forward 50 now. Big fist over the top. English is going to be the first player to pick it up. He goes after it. Sindri was in there also. No one really wanted the football. They were trying to shepherd each other in that instant, and it hits the deck, and we will have a bounce about 35-40 metres out from the Heathmont goals.
It's a game of the half-back lines here. Both half-back lines are really on top.
Zalewski going to the bench for a bit of a breather at the 20.5-minute mark of this first term. So pretty empty forward 50 if Templstowe are going to roll this one forward, which they will, off the boot of Fiorenza, who kicks up to centre wing. Good mark taken, front position there, Melitsis.
The Pontiff.
Yes, Jean-Paul.
True centre wing out of side. Taken plenty of time. Umpire calls the play on and manages to find his target there in Murph. Fresh new wheels for Lee Murphy. Hasn't played much footy in season 2016. And his intended target there was Ollie Lodge. And it's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds. Choose stat match stats, Grant Campbell.
Heathmont's already taken 6 intercept marks. We saw that out at Templstowe against Suffolk Gully. That was an issue, so they need to improve in the air.
Certainly do. Well, to be thrown back in around 70 metres out from the Templstowe goal. It'll be held up once again. We'll have a secondary ball up. Wherever you are across the Eastern Football League, there's obviously another game going on in Division 4 this afternoon between Ferntree Gully and Forest Hill, the second semi-final. We'll keep you updated on that one, as well as 11 other games as you go local for your football across Division 1 and 2. Nice work out the back of the pack. Sindri found a bit of space for Heathmont. Now goes inside forward 50, 3-on-3, and the defence wins out. And good work from DeCarla. Found a bit of space on the commentary side. Great at body work there from Ryan Young. Takes the mark, 60 out. Short chip kick inside forward 50 and finds Robbie Savoury 35 metres out, all but directly in front.
Very brave kick by the Templstowe defender then to switch the play onto a one-on-one contest, and Heathmont have come out in top, and Robbie Savoury, he should get the distance here, and I believe he'll get the accuracy.
Yeah, that's one of the things you do. You just don't play across goal. You've got to play down the line.
Just well out-muscled there, Jesse Wilson. More importantly, though, Robbie Savoury, for the first of the afternoon of this Division 3 qualifying final, does not make a mistake. Straight over the goal umpire's head, and Heathmont with the breeze get the first of the afternoon. They're 1-2-8. Templstowe are 2 behind, 2 points on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. We've played 22 minutes in this first term.
Brash, in the first 10 minutes of this game, it was all Templstowe, but I believe now in the last 10 minutes or so, it's been Heathmont that have had most of the play, but where they're falling down is they're bombing into their forward line. They've got to lower their eyes a little bit. Kick the ball long, but kick it low.
Exactly. Now, and in this last couple of minutes, Templstowe probably, Heathmont, I should say, would probably want to kick another couple of goals, BWS.
100% Brash, but Templstowe going to get the clearance here, but the kick didn't travel too far as the mark's been taken by Young.
Almost best on at the moment.
Takes off too, a bit of confidence about the kid as he kicks it up towards half forward. Beautiful kick. And the man who kicked the first goal of the game, Robbie Savoury, is a bit of a breeze behind his back. This is certainly not beyond him from 55.
He certainly can kick it based on his last kick for goal. Just got to negotiate the wind, whatever there is.
Well, for 2 goals within a minute, Savoury set sail. He's pushed it to the left-hand side. It's going to still stay alive. Knock over the boundary line there by Brown.
That suggests to me, BWS, when you're kicking down that end, you've got to kick to the inside, just the inside of the right-hand goalpost to allow the wind to carry it through.
So umpire to bring the ball back into play. It was a pretty short throw in the end. I thought they might have recalled that as Prestigia Como got a looping handball out wide. He wanted the safety of the boundary line and to disguise it, and he did that well. So will have a boundary throw in 50 metres out from the Heathmont goal line.
Matty Bain here at the just in front of us, boys. He's beckoning to the bench. He needs some help out there. He said there's not enough Templstowe players back forward.
Picked up by English, snaps it around the body. It's about 20 metres out, but Jackson scoops on it for the Dockers. He wants to go direct here. Kicks it into the middle of the ground towards the Mariani direction. Vanderweel was in there.
Good
Second
mark.
bite taken by the Sheriff. And he, on the right boot, he might have copped it up badly here as Bain got the little handball into the middle of the ground. They put themselves under a fair bit of pressure here. That is holding the ball on Fordonis. So Bain, his handball had to be spot on, but it was a little bit too loopy as it came out to Pettigrew now for Heathmont. Kicks it up towards the half-forward line, looking for Jono Knudsen. Going after it, Fordonis was after him as well. Sorry, that was Athanasiou. Comes out now, here's Sindri on the right boot. He kicks it to the top of the goal square. O'Driscoll was in there. Kevy Clark at the ball. This is his specialty.
Dropping.
Got the little handball away. No. Umpire said it was dropping the football, and it'll be Brown for Templstowe to get his side out of that danger zone. On the left boot now, they square things up. Here's Riddle, takes the mark. Back into the middle, looking for Prestigiacomo. They're linking up well here, eventually in the arms here of Fordonis. Dropped what he probably should have taken, put himself under an enormous amount of pressure. What a tackle that was there by Knowles. Umpire was close to rewarding him, you would have felt. But in the end, we will have a bounce.
He won't realise it then, but Knowles has probably saved the goal there because Fordonis was about 60 out all by himself.
Hillier throws it up. Knudsen kicks it up towards the half-forward line, bouncing football, charging after it. Cornwell got a little paddle on it, going after it. Quinn for Templstowe couldn't pick up the football. Nicely done there by Cornwell. His second efforts have been great in this first term.
Early in the quarter, I was very impressed with the way that Templstowe were tackling, but in the last 5 minutes, it's Heathmont's tackling that's really put pressure on Templstowe.
Just about to say exactly the same thing. They're really matching their physicality at the moment. We know what Templstowe can offer. And what a first term of EFL Finals football. 26 minutes that first quarter and just the one goal to show for it. Heathmont a 1-2-8. Templestowe go into the first break of their first final. 2 behinds, 2 points, of course. Templestowe will kick with a breeze in this second term on EFL Game Day. It's going to be a tight tussle. Make sure you do not go anywhere this afternoon on EFL Game Day. All thanks to the Pancake Parlour.